Hi guys, good day from wherever you are. So, we're looking at the October November 2025 paper 1. So, I'll just go through the questions so that you have an idea of what it is, and I recommend you try to do it on your own first before you see the solutions. All right, so this is question 1. It's on quadratics, completing the square and solving discriminant. Then question 2 is on binomial expansion. Then question 3 is on functions. Question 4 is on differentiation, integration mainly, and differentiation. Question 5 is on differentiation. This is area under the graph, so integration, of course. Then trigonometry, sketching graphs, and finding a point of intersection or number of solutions. Then here you have to solve using the CAS diagram. Question 7 is coordinate geometry circles and y equals to mx plus c, and continuation of that. Question of tangent. Then question 8 is on sequences and sum to infinity, arithmetic, and geometric progression. Then question 9 is on differentiation, decreasing and increasing function. Then you have a range. Okay, Chris here again. So question 1 is on completing the square. I recommend don't you see if you've been doing questions from now, this used to be 3 marks, right? So now you see they don't want your solution. So there's a better way to do this with the calculator. So your calculator has quadratics. So go to 9 minus 36 and 8. Remember, I don't need x1 and x2. I need minimum. So my minimum value here, is 2, okay? And y is minus 28. How does this help me? So you should know by now how to, transpose this. So this is x minus 2 squared minus 28. This is how completing the square will be, but there's a 9. So whatever number you have here, just put it here. This is my answer. You get 2 marks. Nobody cares about the working. Now they are telling me find the set of values of the constant k for which the equation 9x squared minus this is equals to k has no real roots. You see, it's 1 mark. You can do discriminant, you will get the answer, but that should be 4 marks if it's normal discriminant. So we have this curve. This minimum point is what? 2 and minus 28. They are telling me if I have a line here, it will have one solution. So k has to be less than minus 28 because it has to be k needs to be something like this anywhere, because once it is greater than it will have two solutions. Okay, so this is the answer. If it was equal to minus 28, it will be one solution, but I need only any number less than minus 28. Then from this, you should be able to solve it. Find the roots of the equation. You can use your quadratic formula, but since we already completed the square, we'll just use that. So 9 bracket x minus 2 squared minus 28 is equals to minus 15. You can collect like terms and use the quadratic formula, you're free. So 9 bracket x minus 2 squared is equals to 28 minus 15. So 28 minus 15, I'll just do it here. Always check in exam. It's not that I don't know it, but I have to be sure. So this is 13, right? So this gives me x minus 2 squared is equals to 13 over 9. Okay, then x minus 2 is equals to plus minus square root of 13 over 3. So I'm just taking square root. So x is 2 plus minus square root of 13 over 3. So my answer is x 2 plus root 13 over 3. Then x is 2 minus root 13 over 3. So I will just check with the calculator. Always verify. Sometimes these kind of questions, they look easy, but only one thing can change the answer. So minus 36, that's 8 plus 15. So I will get, yeah, so that is my answer. So those are my answers. So 100% sure these are the answers. The marking schemes are not out. I think it will be out in maybe December, early December. All right, now we have question 2, which is binomial expansion. Now, how do you do your binomial expansion? I have an easy method. Check one of my videos on YouTube. I will recommend it for you to watch. Now, if you have done binomial expansion, you know we are always going to have something like this: 2x squared minus 3 over x. Some of you do NCR, you find k. That is fine. But just listen, try to learn and see. You know, binomial expansion, 6 is the highest power. I need numbers that add up to give me 6. 2, 4, 4, 2, 3, 3. Any other one? 5, 1, 1, 5. But those ones are the extreme. Now, what I'm trying to do is, let's say I put 2 and 4 here. I would have not done 2 and 4 once. Okay? So I will just try to do all of them. So I'm teaching the concept at the same time, making you understand why I'm doing it like this. Because the other one, any other method you do, you're sort of wasting your time. Okay? You're wasting time in exam, which you don't have. So this is what I want to do. So I don't want to use 2 and 4. Let's say I use 4 and 2. If you are good in indices, what do you think? What power of x? So here will be x8 times 1 over x squared. This is x6. So if I needed x6, I would do 4 and 2. If I put 3, 3 up here, this would be x6 times 1 over x6 times 1 over x3. So this would be x3. So you should understand. So binomial expansion, the powers, so find pairs of powers that add up to give you 6. So it is, now let's put 2 and 4. 2 and 4. So this would be x to the power of 4, only the x for now, times 1 over x4. So you see the x4 we cancel. So I just need to put 2 and 4, but there's a but. So here will be 6, 4. So any number you have here, the same number. You can put 6, 4 or 6, 2, it doesn't matter. Again, you can use your method, it's fine. So I'll just press my calculator. 6, 4 times 2 to the power of 2 times minus 3 to the power of 4. So let's see. So 6c 4 times 4 times 81. So that will give me 4860. Now, you might say, oh, why is he teaching a different method? Yes, I understand. In the marking scheme, you see they don't, have you ever wondered in the marking scheme, they don't teach you how to find n or the value, the powers, because there's an easier way of doing it. Once you do this, you will solve a lot of questions. Let's say you're practicing, right? You will solve a lot of questions compared to when you have to find n and r. Trust me when I say that. All right, again, I'm speaking from experience. All right, so that is my answer. It will take me, it will take me what, like 1 minute to know the values, and I will get my answer for this question. Will it take you 1 minute? Okay. All right. Now let's see this one. So they are telling us the graph of y equals to f of x is transformed to the graph of y equals to f of x, f of 3x plus 2. All right, so they are asking us to find the, describe the transformation that gives you that. So when you use to transformation, so this is, the first one is horizontal stretch by scale factor. Please write scale factor in full of 1 by 2. Then the second one is translation on y-axis 2 units, 2 units, or you can write 0, 2. Okay, so that is my answer. Now a different graph has y is equal to g of x. This graph is stretched by a factor of 3 in the y direction and reflected on the y-axis. So you should know when you are reflecting on the y-axis, the minus is inside. So my y will be 3g of minus x. So this once you understand the functions and transformation, this should be easy for you to do. All right, so the next one they're asking us, so they gave us the y dx. Remember, the y dx is gradient, okay? So they gave us the y dx, and the gradient is, so I'll just substitute here. So the y dx is gradient. So 65 over 2 is equals to k times 2, so x, y. So 2 cubed is 8 plus 2 over 4, right? So just solve this. You collect like terms. So 65 over 2 minus 1 over 2 is equals to k. Then you divide that answer by 8. So let's see. 65.5 minus 0.5 divided by 8. Okay, 65 divided by 2 minus 0.5 divided by 8. Okay, so k is 4. So that is my answer to that. All right. Now they told us the coordinates of a point T on the curve. So this is xy. So we need to find x and we need to find y. So we need to integrate that function. So let's see how we can integrate. So when we integrate the y dx, we get y. So this would be k x4 over 4 plus, this is 2x minus 2, then plus 1 over minus 1. So minus 2 plus 1. That will be minus 2x to the power of minus 1 over, yeah, that's my answer, plus c. So I'll just check that again. Yes, always verify your answer. So y, I'll just simplify this. K x4 over 4 minus 2 over x plus c. So I will substitute my 2 and 20 to get c. So 20 is equals to, okay, k we already got as 4, so I can put 4 there. 4 times 2 to the power of 4 over 4 minus 2 over 4, right? Plus c. So that's what I have. So let's see what happens here. So 4 takes care of 4. Then that will be 20 minus 16 then plus 0.5. So my c is 4.5. So you press your calculator and see. So my y is equals to 4k is 4. So 4x4 over 4. I will just cancel that. So 4 divided by 4 is that. So that will be x. So this cancels. So x to the power of 4 minus 2 over x plus 9 over 2. So now they told me x is 1. So I'm using this now. So t will be equals to 1, 4 minus 2 over 1 plus 9 over 4. So I'll just 1 minus 2 plus 4.5. So my t is equal to 3.5. All right, I hope it makes sense. So they did both integration and differentiation here somehow. All right. Okay, so from here, I will just simplify. This is the same thing as y is equals to x to the power of 4 minus 2 by x plus c. Okay, so I need to find c, so I will substitute 2 and 20. So 20 is equals to 2 to the power of 4 minus 2 over 2 plus c. So this will be 20 minus 16. Then 2 over 2 is 1. That will be plus on the other side plus 1. So my c is equal to 5, right? So my c is 5. So my equation is y is equals to x to the power of 4. So remember 4 cancels 4 minus 2 over x plus 5. So I'm finding t, right? So t is y. So 1 to the power of 4 minus 2 over 1 plus 5. So t will be 1 minus 2 plus 5. That gives me 4. So this is my answer. All right, so this is question 5. So we're told to find the value of a. So they told us the curve has a maximum point at a. So that means at maximum point, dy dx is equal to 0. So you should know your concept for differentiation. Differentiation is dy dx. So dy dx is gradient. When you equate dy dx to 0, you get maximum point, you get stationary point. And when you differentiate for the second time, you get what? You substitute your values you got from dy dx to test for maximum or minimum. So just remember that. It should not be a difficult topic, no matter how they twist it. So we'll just differentiate that. So dy dx will be 2x to the power of half, so minus half, minus 1. So we equate that to 0. So 2x to the power of minus half is equal to 0. Is equal to 1. 0 plus 1, 1. So x to the power of minus 1 over 2 is equals to 1 over 2. So from here, you can just solve this. So 1 over x. I'm just showing working. I know what to do. Half. So 1 over 2 indices. So 1 over 2 is equals to 1 over 2. So x to the power of 1 over 2 is equals to 2. I just flip both sides. So my x is 4. So x is 4 again. Wow. All right. So that is my x. So they say find the value of a. So x is a. So a is 4. So that is my answer. Okay, so let's do question B. So you remember the question is 4x to the power of half minus x. So we're finding the area of the shaded region. So obviously to find area, you should know that it is from, so we need to find this coordinate of b. So how do we find it? So we need to take 4x to the power of half minus x. At b, y is 0. So we can do 4x to the power of half is equal to x. Then x to the, I will just divide, so what is the easiest? So 4 is equals to x divided by x to the power of half. So this is x, so this is 1, right? So 1 minus a half indices. So x to the power of half. So x will be 16. So I'm integrating from value of a was 4, from 4 to 16. So from 4 to 16. Then 4x to the power of 1 by 2 minus x with respect to x. Okay. Now, again, whenever you have limits, always use your calculator to know the answer. So 4, don't forget that. You will never go wrong. Even if I make a mistake, I'm going to retrace my step back and see what I've done wrong. So to the power of 0.5, then here is 4, then here is 16. So I should get 88 by 3. So let's do the math. So always check whenever you have integration with limits. So 4x to the power of half plus 1 is 3 by 2 over 3 by 2 minus x squared over 2. Then I just finished, then put my limit 4 to 6. So I'm just going to simplify this. So if I do the simplification, this is going to be 8 over 3x to the power of 3 by 2 minus 1 over 2x squared. So I'm integrating from 4 to 6, 4 to 16. Always check. So did I write 6 there? Yeah, 16. All right, so I'm just going to substitute my limit and simplify. So my limit is 16. So this will be 8. I miss. Okay. So this will be 8 by 3, then x to the power. Okay, I'm just substituting my answer. So 16 to the power of 3 by 2 minus 1 over 2 times 16 squared, then 8 by 3 times 4 to the power of 3 by 2 minus 1 over 2 times 4 squared, yeah. So I'm just going to press my calculator. So 16 to the power of 1.5 will give me 64, right? Times 8 divide 3. So that gives me 512 over 3 minus 16 times 16 divided by 2 minus 128. So you remember we already know the answer, right? So that will give me 4 to the power of 1.5 times 8, then divide 3. You get 64 over 3 minus 16 divided by 2, 8. So I'm just going to press everything in calculator. So 512 divided by 3 minus 128 minus 64 divided by 3 minus 8. Yes, so that was my answer, I remember. So this is 88 by 3. So this is the exact answer. You can write it as improper fraction just to be certain. So divide by 8, then shift. So 29, 1 by 3. Okay? All right. So again, we can always go back to check what was our answer, right? So you see 88 by 3. So that is my area. Don't forget, always check your answer whenever you have limits. If you go wrong, you will know. All right. So now we're told to sketch the graph of 3 sine x plus 2. 3 sine x plus 2 and also, okay, yeah, that's just the graph. So let's see, okay, part B, I'm already doing part B. All right, so for 3 sine x plus 2, you know the maximum will be 5. 3 plus 2 is 5, and the minimum will be 2 minus 3. So it means I will have to sketch this graph. the maximum will be 5. Remember, this is sine graph. The difference between, it's just sine graph that is translated, right? So it's going to be, but when x is 0, y is 2. So the graph is not actually starting from here. It's actually starting from here. So it goes up, then comes down. There's something like this. Okay? So this is how my graph actually looks like. Yes, so that's how my graph. So the maximum is 5. The minimum is -1. Okay, don't worry, I will explain. So to get the maximum of any graph like this that has been translated, so here is 0, 2. Just add the a and b. That's 3 plus 2, 5, and 2 minus 3, you get -1. That is my graph for that question from 0 to 2 pi. Okay, determine the number of solutions in the interval from 0 to 2 pi of each of the following when this is equals to x. So imagine I draw a line of y equal to x like this. So it only touches it in one place. So one solution. So that's my answer. One solution. There's only one solution. It cannot be or any other solution. Then 5 minus x. Okay? Now, how do we draw 5 minus x? So for 5 minus x, what do I need to do? So y is equal to 5 minus x. So when x is 0, y is 5. Right? When x is 0, y is 5. Then when y is 0, x is, when x is 0, y is 5. When y is 0, x is also 5. So this graph actually comes, so, and where will 5 be on the x-axis? 2 pi is, this is how I'm thinking, okay? So here, I want to know the exact value. 2 times pi is 6 point. But 1.5 pi, which is 3 by 2 pi, times pi is 4. So it's in between. It doesn't matter it doesn't matter how you draw it. So I'm going to have a line that goes like this and comes somewhere like this. Right? I'm going to have a line that goes there and comes, so it's in between. So there will actually be 3 solutions. So I'm looking at 1, 2, and 3. So there are 3 solutions. It doesn't matter. Even if you draw it up till here, it will still touch there. So 5 will be in between 3 over 2 pi and 2 pi. So I hope it makes sense. So you need to sketch to know what you're getting. All right. Then we're told to solve the equation 3 sine x plus 2 is equals to, okay, so this is just normal trigonometry. Let's see how we can do it. So first thing I will do, I'll just move everything to the right. So 0 is equal to 5 cos squared x minus 1 minus 3 sine x minus 2. So I will change this to, so 5 bracket 1 minus sine squared x. Then this will be minus 3 sine x minus 3 equal to 0. So 5 minus 5 sine squared x minus 3 sine x minus 3 equal to 0. So, okay, I will just move everything to the right because I need plus. So I'm just moving things around. So 5 x squared, 5 sine squared x plus 3 sine x. Then 5, so this will be minus 2. So I'll just check again. So 5, so yeah, that should be correct. Then I will just use calculator. Please understand, it's very important you see how I'm doing mine. You can do like that. So this is 5. This is 3. This is minus 2, right? So my roots are minus 1. So sine x is equals to minus 1, and sine x is equals to 2 by 5. Right? This is what I'm getting. But if you write this in exam, you lose 1 mark. How did you get the answer? So I want you to be smart. So you can do sine x. You move this. This will be plus 1. And how do we keep this? So 5 times this will be 5 sine x. Then you move the 2, minus 2, equal to 0. See, you are being smart even if you did not factorize it. Or you can use the quadratic formula, just put the value. So this is how you can factorize. Know the answer, but you have to, nobody is going to argue with you how you factorize this. Nobody. So it's very important you see some tricks you can use in exam. So this is how you can always factorize quadratic equation. So from here, I'm going to solve each of them separately to get my answer. Remember, it's from limit of 0 to 2 pi. So sine inverse, so x will be sine inverse of minus 1. Okay, so let's see. Is it in radian? Yeah, so it's in radians. So shift sine inverse of minus 1. So we get pi by 2. So shift sine in, minus 1. We get minus pi by 2. Okay, now, but minus pi by 2 is not in the range, right? So CAS diagram can help you sometimes. So I feel if you imagine the graph of sine, right? This is graph of sine. So this is minus 1, okay? This is 1. So pi by 2, so sine inverse of minus 1, pi by 2 is 90, right? But we need another value. So this value is not there. Actually, it's on the left. So another value that will give me minus 1 is 1.5 pi. So this is not there. So my answer is 3 over 2 pi. This is another value. The other, we are getting minus 1 because it is here. Okay, so our other answer is this. So this is my answer for this side. Then x is sine inverse of 2 by 5. So let's see sine inverse of 2 by 5. You get, did they say exact value? No exact. So we get 0.4115. Okay. Now, I don't know how you do your other values. So CAST. So sine is positive. So I'm here and I'm also here. So this is the value. This is correct. Then the other value will be pi. So x also pi minus answer 0.4115. So pi minus answer. So you get 2.73. So 2.73. So my answers are 3 over 2 pi, 0.4115, 4115, and 2.73. So you can put this in 0.412. So anyone, 3 significant figures. So these are my answers. So there are 3 solutions for this. So this, and this. All right, so we're told question 7. The coordinates of point P and Q are these respectively. Finding, okay, the line PQ forms a diameter. So I always like sketching circular measure so that you know. So PQ forms a diameter. So I'm just sketching. It's a sketch. It doesn't need to be accurate. So PQ. So we're finding the equation of the circle. So we need midpoint. So midpoint will be 7 plus 1, 8, 4, 6. So 7 plus 1, 8. 8 divided by 2, 4. So 8, so that's the midpoint. So, and I also need the distance. So I will just take the distance of, so this is 4 comma 6. This is 7 comma 11. So that will be distance. So radius will be square root of, okay, r squared. I'll just do r squared. R squared is equals to 3, 7 minus 4, 3 squared. So I'm doing distance formula. Then plus 5 squared. So that will be 9 plus 25. You get 34. So my circle will be x minus 4 squared plus y minus 6 squared is equal to 34. So that is my answer for the equation of the circle. Find the equation of the tangent to the circle at point Q. So tangent means perpendicular. So there's a line that passes through Q. We need to find that equation. So we need the gradient of PQ. So for B, so M of PQ will be 11. So 11 minus, I'll just write it. So 11 minus 1 over 7 minus 1, which is 10 over 8, which is over 8, wow. 10 over 6, which is 5 over 3. Then my perpendicular gradient of tangent will be minus 3 over 5. Negative reciprocal. So point Q. So my equation will be y. You can use the other formula, anyone you like use. So y is equals to minus 3 over 5x plus c. Okay, so from here I can easily find y. So my y is 11. It's equals to minus 3 over 5 times 7 plus c. So my equation will be 11 plus bracket. So if I move, it becomes plus 3 over 5, then times 7. So you get 76 over 5. So C is 76 over 5. So my equation is y is equals to minus 3 over 5 x plus 76 over 5. So that is my equation. Okay, make sure if you see any error, you type in the comment section. So, but this is the solution I'm getting. All right. For part C, the other point on the circle with x coordinate 7 is R. So there's another point on the circle where the x coordinate with x coordinate 7. So there's another point on the circle where the x coordinate is also 7, and it's a tangent. Okay, find the coordinates of the point of intersection of the tangent at Q with the tangent at R. So in this question, so there's another point R which has x coordinate 7. So I need to find the y coordinate because it's only when I know x and y I can do things. So x minus 4. So I'm just going to substitute it in the equation of the circle. So 7 minus 4 squared plus y minus, y was what? Y minus 6 squared is equal to 34, right? So this will be y minus 6 squared is equals to, so 7 minus 4 is 3, so 34 minus 9 is 25. I just move it to the other side. So y will be plus or minus 5. If I take square root, plus 6. So my y is 11, or my y is minus 5, so 1. So you can see, obviously, this is one coordinate. So the other one is at 1. So this is the one I'm looking for. This is the one I want. So at point R is 7, comma 1. So this is point R. Now, how does that help me? Let's say, again, always sketch. Again, it's a sketch, okay? Don't mind the diagram. So let's say R is here. So R is 7, comma 1, right? 7, comma 1. So there's a tangent. This tangent meets the other tangent. So they're asking me to find this point of intersection. This is what they're asking. So obviously, I need to find the equation. So I need to find gradient. Let's call the center O, center of OR. So I need to find the equation of OR. So gradient, so M of OR is, so 7 minus, what was the center? Oh no, sir, doing opposite. So this is 1 minus 6 over 4 minus 7. So that gives me minus 5 over minus 3. So this is 5 over 3. So the gradient of the other guy will be minus 5 over 3. Okay, so let's continue. So you should understand this diagram and know what it means. So now this is OR, right? OR. So I need to find the gradient of the tangent. So I will do negative reciprocal of this. So my M2 will be negative, then you flip it. So this will be 3 over 5. Okay, so this is the gradient of the tangent, the other tangent. So my equation will be y is equals to 3 over 5x plus c. And you know arrow is passing through 7, 1. Right? So I will substitute 7 and 1. So let me see what I'll get. So 1 is equals to 3 over 5 times 7 plus c. Okay? So from here, I will just get c as 1 minus 21 over 5. So I'll just do it here. 1 minus 21 over 5. So I will get minus 16 over 5. So this is minus 16 over 5. So my equation is y is equals to 3 over 5x minus 16 over 5. So this is my equation of the other line. So what do I do from here? So I solve simultaneously with the other line. So I'll just equate them. So remember the previous one was y is equals to minus 3 by 5x plus 75 over. So I'll just take that here. I think I can just copy it. So this is so just copy it and I'll just drop it here, right here. So this is my equation and I equate it to this one. So I just remove the y because I know I'm equating them, so the y's are the same. So this will be 3 over 5. This will be 3 over 5 minus x, then minus 16 over 5. Now, what is the easiest way to solve this? So I just multiply everything by 5 to get rid of the denominator. So multiply everything by 5. So this will be minus 3x plus 76 is equals to 3x minus 16. So you collect like terms. So this will be 76 minus 15 minus 16, that will be 40. Let me check if I made any mistake there. Minus 16 by 5. Okay, that will be, okay, that was 76 or 75. Yes, 76. Okay, just checking to see if there is any mistake. Okay, all right, I think we're fine. So we just got it. Okay, this is plus, so this will be 92 is equals to 6x. So x is 92 over 6. So my x is 46 over 3. What are we finding? We'll find the coordinates. Find the coordinates of the point of intersection. So we need to find, so we've gotten x. To find y, you should substitute y in any of the equation. 3x over 5 minus 16 over 5. So this becomes 3 times 46 over 3 minus 16 over 5. Okay, 3 over 5 here. So I'll just check that. So this answer, we already have this answer. Then plus fraction 3 times 46 divided by 15. So my y is 6. So this gives me 6. So my coordinate is 46 over 3 comma 6. So that is my answer to this question. I hope it makes sense. All right, so now let's move to next. So we're given a sequence question. We're told to find the first 3 terms of a geometric progression is a, b, and c. And a, b, and c are positive constant. Find if the first 3 terms of an arithmetic progression is this. Okay, so since we know the first 3 terms of the arithmetic progression is that, so we can use the common ratio method. So it means b over a is equals to c over b. This is for the GP. Okay, then for the arithmetic progression, b minus a is equals to minus 3c minus b. Okay, so obviously you can see the eliminated b. So b squared here, if I cross multiply, will be ac. So they eliminated b to get this. So and so 2b here will be equals to a minus 3c. So all I need to do is substitute. So let me call this 1. Let me call this 2. So 1 in 2. Or it doesn't matter. 2 in 1 or 1 in 2. So this will be okay, I will just put 2 in 1. Let me make it 2 in 1 so that it will be easier for me to make b. Okay, anyone is fine. So 2 in 1 or 1 in 2. Okay, let me put 2 in 1 to be easier for me. So I can, since I can make b the subject there. So 2 in 1. But you know, b here will be a minus 3c over 2. So I take this and I substitute there. So a minus 3c over 2. Again, there are easier methods. You can find an easy method. It's just to prove to get that. So I'm just making it easier. So you are eliminating b. Any method you want to use to eliminate b is completely fine. So if I expand the numerator here, this gives me a squared minus 6ac plus 9c squared is equals to 2ac. Okay, I collect like terms, so 9c squared, you move this, so minus, Okay, this will be 4. So if you expand this gives you a squared minus 6ac minus plus 9c squared, right, over 4, got 2 squared. And when you cross multiply to the other side, it becomes what? It becomes 4ac. So when you collect like 10, become 10ac is plus 9c squared plus a squared. This is my answer. So that's what they want us to prove. Okay, I hope that makes a lot of sense. All right, so now let's see the B part. Obviously, we are going to use, it is not given that A is equal to 9, right? So since A is 9, so I will have 9c squared minus 10 times 9 is 90c plus 81 is equal to 0. So if you divide this, 9 times 9 is 81. If you divide this, it becomes c squared minus 10c plus 9 is equal to 0. So obviously, when you use your calculator, this will be c minus 9, c minus 1. That is the only, so my c is 9 and my c is 1. Now, c takes the smaller of its two possible values. C take the smaller, so c should be 1. So c should be 1. So since c takes the smaller of its possible value, so my c is 1. All right. So now let's find the sum to infinity of the geometric sequence. So we need to find a, b, and c. So we can find b here. So c is 1, and we know that b is equals to, okay, we get any other equation that connects. Okay, c is so we know c is 1, a is 9, then we can find b. So b is a minus 3c over 2. So 9 minus 3 times 1, 3 over 2. So my b will be what? 9 minus 3 is 6, and 6 divided by 2 is 3. So we know a, b, and c. So we can find the actual sequence. We can find, so we need the sum to infinity. Remember, sum to infinity is a over 1 minus r. So we know the first term is a, right? We need r. So we know r is b over a. So my r will be b over a. So b over a is 3 over 2. B over a is 3 over 2. But there's a problem now, because when you're using sum to infinity, the condition for sum to infinity should be minus 1 to 1. So we need to find another b. And we also know that, so I don't think my b, this is my b, my actual b. So because we know b squared is equals to ac, right? A c. B squared is equals to ac. So a times c will give me 9. So my b will be plus minus 3. So it is greater than minus 1, less than 1. So for part B, they told us A is 9, C takes the smaller of its two possible values. So what do? So we solve it like a quadratic. So we have 9 c squared minus 10 times 9 is 90. 90 c minus plus 81 equal to 0. So this is what we have so far. Then from here, we can easily solve this. We can easily divide this by 9. So c squared minus 10c plus 9 equals to 0. Okay, then we can factorize that. So this should be, you can use your calculator, c minus 1, c minus 9 equal to 0. So my c is 1 and my c is 9. So they told me c take the smaller value. So we know a is 9 and we know, so we need to find b, right? So we know b is a minus 3c over 2. A minus 3c over 2. So a is 9 minus 3 over 2, which is 3. Okay, which is 3. Even if we use AC, we get plus or minus 3. So now let's find the ratio. The ratio is b over a. Remember we did common geometric progression, which is b over a. So 3 over 9, which is 1 over 3. Okay, so c takes the smaller of its two value. Fine. Okay, find the sum of sum to infinity. Now the question is, should we use b squared? If we use b squared, so I think I will just do, if I use b squared is equal to ac, so b will be square root of 9, which is plus minus 3. Okay, but let's see. A, B, and C. Okay, A, B, and C are positive, so we cannot take. Okay, that makes sense. If not, that's why we should always read instruction. Okay, I've not solved the paper, so I'm just trying to think. So they told me A, B, and C are positive, so that is why we get this. So we cannot take minus 3. Very good question. So from here, we just use sum to infinity, A over 1 minus R. So my A is 9 over 1 minus 1 over 3. So you press your calculator for that. Okay, you should get 27 by 2. So this is my answer. It's a good 5-mark question just for you to solve some algebra. Again, algebra is the basics. All right, why did he give so much space? All right, so for part triple II, they told us find the sum of the first 20 terms of the sequence. So we already know our A is what? Our A, so 9, 3. So our A is 9. So A, B, C. C was what? Okay, let's see. So C was 1, so minus 3. So minus 3. So my difference here is minus 6. Okay, so my difference here is minus 6. So I just use the sum formula. S20 is 20 by 2, 2a, so 2 times 9 plus 19, 20 minus 1 minus 6. So you can press your calculator for that. So 10 times 18 plus 10, 18 plus 19 times minus 6. So get minus 1960. So this is my answer to this question. All right, let's move on. So we're told here we have f of x and find the expression of, so we need to differentiate this. So you should be very thorough with your differentiation. So first of all, I have to keep this in index form. 4 bracket 3x minus 6 to the power of minus 2 plus 3x minus 6 to the power of minus 3. So this is f of x. Okay, when I differentiate this, I'll get minus 8 3x minus 6 minus 2. Then you differentiate inside the bracket. So this gives me 3. Then you differentiate, you bring this minus 3, then it become minus 3 bracket. Minus times plus is minus 3x minus 6 to the power of minus. So minus 3 here. Minus 1 minus, so you minus 1. Okay, minus 4 here times 3. Right, so that's all we have. I'll just check again. Always check. You bring this down, you minus 1, you times by the differentiation. Okay, so that's what we have. This also should prove that to determine whether it is increasing or decreasing function. So this is a decreasing function because f of x is less than 0, because minus, this is 8 bracket 3x minus 6 minus 3. So I'll just put minus 24 there. Minus 24. Let's see if I can erase that. So this is 24. If I bring 2, so 8 times 3, then plus 9 bracket 3x minus 6 to the power of minus 4. So you see that this is a negative number. So f prime of x is less than 0 because it's a negative number. So therefore decreasing function. Okay, so that is my answer. That was a very straightforward question. All right, so part B, state whether f inverse exists, giving reason for your answer. So since we know that dy dx is negative, okay, for, let's see, they told me for x greater than 2. So for x greater than 2, so when x is greater than 2, dy dx is negative. Okay, so it exists. So if f inverse exists, so it exists because it is a one-to-one function. So only when x is greater than 2, it is negative. So it doesn't change. So that is a fact. So it exists because when x is bigger than 2, it is a one-to-one function for x greater than 2. Okay, that's 1 mark. Okay, I hope that makes sense. All right, so the next part is saying find a range of g in terms of constant a. So so when x is a, I just substitute a there. So this gives me g of a will be 4a minus 3. This is g of a, right? No, we need this. So the range should be greater than this value. So the range of g of x should be greater than 4a minus 3. So whatever the value of a is, when I substitute it, I will get that. All right, now let's see the next one. Yeah, this was the question I saw that was a little bit challenging. Find the set of values of a for which the composite function f of g exists. We know that f of g must satisfy f for that to be true. So f of x for x greater than 2. This is what we know because they told us x should be greater than 2. Now, g of x, they told us, which is 4x minus 3, right? They told us this should be greater than a. Okay? This is only possible when x is greater than a. Okay, and that means g of x should be greater than a, and a is 2. So x must satisfy a, and a is 2. So I will just solve this. So 4a minus 3. So I replace x with a, which is greater than 2. So 4a minus 3 is equal to 4a greater than 5. So a should be greater than 5 over 4. Again, this question is the one I'm not that sure of, okay? So the range should be greater than 5 over 4. So I'm waiting eagerly for the marking scheme of this. This is the one, to be honest, I'm not that sure, but I think this is what you should get. Okay, because function is always tricky. All right, so let's move on. So we have this question. It's a very nice diagram. I think this is a repeated question. They just made it bigger. So if you have been doing past papers, you must have seen a question like this before. So the diagram shows a circle with center A and radius this. Okay, so there are two circles. Show that S. So there are different ways you can do this. I think you can. So we know this is an isosceles triangle. Okay, so it means this is 60. So here will be 30 because it's perpendicular bisector. This is 30. 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 Right? Okay. From here, what do we do? So we can use this triangle ABD. So this is S by 2. This is S by 2. Okay. And we know from cycle theorems, 60, this is 120, right? So this is 120. So if I divide this is 60, this is 60. So I think that's clear, right? So from there, we just do cos 60 is adjacent. Okay, can we use cos? Okay, we can use cos 30 then, since we don't know there. So cos 30 is S over 2 adjacent over R. Sin 30 is cos 60 is half, so this will be opposite, so root 3 by 2. You can press your calculator. So this will be S over 2R. So you cross multiply, or you can even cancel this. So we're looking for R, right? Okay, we're looking for S. So S, you cross multiply, S is R root 3. You just cross multiply. So that is my answer. All right, so we're told to find an expression for the area of the shaded region, giving your answer in the form of this. Okay, find the area of the shaded region. So how do we find the area of the shaded region? All right. Okay, let's see how we can find the area. So I'll just erase what I wrote before so that to make me already know the angles. So first of all, we can actually find this area. No, we can find that area. We can actually find this area. You know how we can find that area? So we need the area of the sector minus area of triangle, right? So let me do that first, then it will start making sense. So area of sector minus area of triangle. So that's segment BD. So so first of all, area of sector minus area of triangle. So I'll just write that down. So 1 over 2, the radius is S squared. 1 over 2 S squared. We already know what S is. I'll just write that down. S squared theta. Okay. Now what is theta? So theta is you can use calculator, so I'll just give it in radians so that we can know. So we're looking for remember here was 30, right? So this is 30, 30. Okay, let me give it in radians so that we don't do degrees. So that will be pi. So pi by 3. 180 divided by pi by 6. So here's pi by 6. Here's pi by 6. Okay, makes sense. So there's pi by 6 because 180 divided by 3, pi by 6. Yeah. So pi by 6 times 2 will give me shift pi by 6 times 2 will give me pi by 3. So this full angle is pi by 3. So here is pi by 3. Okay, because this is a sector. That's a sector for, okay, we're using the bigger cycle, right? Let me circle. So let's see for the bigger one. That's a bigger one. So for the bigger one, yeah, that's for the bigger one. But for the smaller one, we can, for the smaller one, this is for, okay. I think I messed it up. So I will use the, so to find here actually, we need to use this angle. Okay, because this sector is for this. This is the sector. So to find there, we need to use that. Okay, so this is 2 pi by 3. 2 pi by 3 again, we can check. So 2 times 180 divided by 3. That was 120. Okay, again, you can also, you get the same thing, but you can also use pi by 3, pi by 6 here. So the same thing. All right, but you can work in radians or degrees, but try to work in radians because that's what was taught. Okay, so from here, area of sector minus area of triangle, I'll just do that. So we're going back to the other page. So area of sector, area of triangle is 1/2. So area of sector times theta. So theta here was 1/2 r squared. So r squared times theta. Theta is 2 by 3 pi minus 1/2 AB. So r times r squared sine 2 pi by 3. Okay, this is the area of the other side. So let me just simplify. So that gives me this cancels this. So pi r squared over 3, okay, minus sine, my calculator is in radians, so sine 2 pi, okay, by 3. That's root 3 by 2. So root 3 by 2. So r squared. So this is root 3 by 2. So r squared root 3 over 4 because we times that by that. So this is the area of this section. Okay. Now the next thing, we need to find the area of. So let me write a y here. So BYD. So this is BYD. Now I need to find this section, this green section, so that I can subtract to get the other part. Okay, so how do I find the green section? This was the thing I was saying earlier. So the area, or again, area of sector minus area of triangle for the bigger circle. So area of sector minus area of triangle. Okay, this is for the bigger one. So 1 over 2. Okay, 1 over 2 here. Then r squared. So let me just use s squared for now. S squared. Theta is pi by 3. Minus 1 over 2 s times s. So s squared. 1 over 2 ab sine pi by 3. Okay, so this gives me 1 over 2 what? S was what? R root 3. So r root 3 squared will be r squared times 3 pi by 3 minus 1 over 2 r squared times 3 sine pi by 3 is sine pi by 3 is root 3 by 2. So this gives me 3 pi r squared over 6 minus 3 root 3 r squared over 4. Okay, so I hope I've not made any error. All right, so now we need to find the area, the section of the shaded section. So I will just minus the first one and this. That will give me my answer. So pi so that gives me so I will subtract both of them. That gives me pi r squared over 3 minus r squared root 3 over 4 minus this. So when I'm minusing this, remember I have to put a bracket here. So that will give me 3 pi r squared over 6 plus 3 root 3 over 4 r squared. Okay, we need to get it in the form a pi. Okay, so I think there should be some like terms. So this and this are like terms, this and this are like terms here. So easiest way would just be, so I hope I'm doing the right thing. Okay, I'll just check. So 3r to the power square. Okay. So I'll just, so 1 by 3, okay, minus 3 by 6. This will give me minus 1 by 6 pi r squared. Okay, then for the other one, minus 1 by 4 plus minus 1 by 4 plus 3 by 4. So minus plus 1 by 2 root 3 r squared. So we need it. So we just need to factorize. So r is common. Okay, r squared is common. So this will be 1 by 2 root 3. Okay, 1 by 2 root 3. 1 by 2 root 3 minus 1 by 6 pi. Okay, so that's to give you an idea of what we're trying to do. So my a should be 1 over 2 root 3 minus 1 over 6 pi. So I hope it makes sense. So I hope that is the answer to that. There might be some little mistake, but obviously that's to give you an idea. So we needed to find the area of that segment and minus. Okay, all right. I think that was the last question. That was the last question. There were only 10 questions, and I hope the paper makes sense. And try to subscribe to my channel or like the video, share with your friends. Again, if you find any mistake, always comment in the section. Okay, I will update it and I will make some comment. Again, marking scheme is not out. Obviously by December it will be out, and I will check and I will also make some corrections. All right guys, thank you, bye.